Ah yes, the Max Stats series. This is the best thing you can do on YouTube right now. I recommend everyone do that. Oh, don't look at the views. It's not about the views. It's not about the views. You think I fucking made 60 videos and I'm not crying right now? Because somewhere, somehow I got just enough views to sustain my sanity? No, it doesn't matter. In fact, the less views I get, the more it proves that the world around you is stupid. And I will actually remind you how stupid it can get. I don't even know what video I'm making right now, but we have the lost principles. If you just look around you and you look for principles, you might not find them just by looking. There's a lot of things people just don't do that you have to just figure out that something is not right. And in the world of capitalism, when nothing is sacred, it is very difficult. One out people have in order to conjure some kind of principles is come up to other people and say, do you follow Jesus? Something along these lines, it gets even more ugly. You don't have to take my word for it,
Believe
my
in
friend.
Jesus Christ?
You keep on walking, man. Keep on walking.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
No, I don't.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
No.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
Oh, no.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
No.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
I do.
Have a blessed one.
No,
Thank
absolutely
you.
not.
Are you a Christian?
This is rage bait, though. To people who understand that you should never be 100% on a specific position. Meaning that, again, we have hidden successfully a principle. Like, you should never just straight out hate Trump. You should have faith in Trump doing as best as he can until, you know, people decide that it's time to not take this anymore. Same goes here. If someone says, do you believe in Jesus? And it's like, what is that? I would be curious. Curiosity is the actual smart thing to do. That's the problem right now. There's a lot of gaslighting going on where it's just like, I'm gonna say things without backing things up, without any evidence whatsoever, without any connections with definitions. Nothing here connects with smart, okay? It's just people minding their business and telling a no for an answer, and hopefully this fucking blows over because they're shaking their ass. And that makes them busy to not talk to strangers right now. Where else do you shake your ass? You just go out and buy groceries. That's the only
Do you guys believe in Jesus?
No, not religious.
Do you believe in Jesus?
I'm kind of busy right now, sorry.
Do you guys believe in Jesus?
Sometimes.
Please help.
I am
Do you
very
believe in
busy.
Jesus Christ?
I have to go. I'm on the lunch break.
I don't like being approached by anybody for any of that.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
I did
Do you
not
believe in
spot a
Jesus Christ?
single smart person because a smart person is very, very easy to spot because they're fucking rare in the first place. You have to understand, intelligence is rare. Intelligence makes you stand out immediately because you are engaging in the conversation immediately and not just trying to deny it and walk off, basically.
Christ? Do you believe in Jesus
No,
Christ?
thank you. I don't really want to discuss.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
I'm not interested.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
So you're just bothering people. Wow. Yes. Welcome to socialism.
Not particularly. Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
He was a person, yes.
Do you believe he's the Son of God, the Savior of the world?
I'm not sure about that.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
We're just shopping. Is that okay?
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
No, I believe in there's something better than us.
He's the only one.
Now, it goes both ways because I fucking hate these people. I hate these people who are like shoving Jesus down other people's throats. It does feel like it's bothering. It does feel like there's nothing more to it. It becomes a bothering when you're the NPC, when you are not actually doing anything special whatsoever, right? You're just doing the same thing as many people have tried to do, and it's not progressive in any way.
One that could save us from our sins.
For you, not for me.
He's your only Savior too. You have to trust in him.
Oh,
You have to repent.
no.
Have a good one. Do you believe in Jesus?
See, they have terrible marketing for Jesus, unfortunately. If you checked whether NPCs believe in Jesus, you got your answer, unfortunately. But this is like basically some weird principle generated that stopped working like a long time ago. It maybe worked like, I don't know, 35 years ago, and it stopped working. It's definitely not bothering, because I think it's definitely a proper hook for a conversation. If you're not able to take that, I'm sorry, dude. You're a fucking loser. Unless you have been bothered way too many times by these fucking weirdos, because Holy NPC is in fact an NPC. I have recognized that shit. They have nothing to fucking say. I try to start a conversation with them, but some of them are actually degenerates. So technically, crumbs of principles, crumbs of like smart things or vibes kind of connect every now and then. You feel that there's something there and it's gonna work eventually, but right now it's just a zombie basically running around. I would say the same exact thing with Trump blockers. Right now, the government is shut down. And we don't even know how bad that actually is. No one's screaming about it. Well, there's a few people, you know, they're not getting their shits on TikTok. Government employees, though, they can't quit, even. I don't even know what the fuck that is. It's crazy. It's the worst thing you can possibly imagine as damage to the government and its structure. And you can only blame one party, because you cannot blame one person. They got you, bro. Trump is not the problem. You can hate Trump all you want, but you'll just be fooled into hating one man who's behind a whole system of things, right? And you'll forget that there's a whole system of things behind this that you are allowed to hate. You are allowed to hate billionaires. You're allowed to hate rich people. But it's very difficult, isn't it? Rich, greedy people who seem that they're hiding something as well. Pretty bad. You have to hate on things that other people can agree on. The reason why I say this is I've seen a comment. It's a fucking rabbit hole in there. I see things that I cannot explain because NPCs manifest things that just completely nonsensical. There is a feeling to it, but there's no brain cells in it. You know, it's crazy what's happening on the internet because everyone is individualistic. Principles are hidden because everyone is acting as an individual and they try to fucking boost their ego and think that they don't need a savior. Isn't that funny, right? They don't need a savior. There's a chance that I'll make a spin-off of I Am Jesus drama. You know, maybe you do need a savior. Maybe I can't talk about Jesus because I am. Fuck it, you know? Just like I can become racist the next day I wake up and I'm proud to be racist. I might be proud to also claim myself as Jesus. Fuck it, right? Who's gonna stop me? See, the funny thing is, if everyone is an individual, they're incapable of stopping anyone from doing anything that is ego-related. So if I claim myself to be a YouTube CEO, how many people try to stop me? Fucking zero. Alright? No one is capable of being a blocker. So you can become anything. Really. You have, what, a pathway to becoming God? You are connected to God? Absolutely. I will allow myself to do more things because people are missing principles and they can't individually stop me. And if they try to collectively stop me, it might still be very difficult, you know? So it's not brutal. My series got views. And in total, it's probably quite a lot. Maybe like 500 views. Obviously, the most important aspect is I have to do it. I have to improve myself. I have to vocalize. I have to put myself on stage where the stakes are high. If I don't learn anything, the video burns to the ground and never sees the light of day. Before we try to find more hidden principles, I want to just unpack a few more perfect timing packages. One big package is the package of pain. So if you feel pain in any muscle whatsoever, you have to train every other muscle around it. Pain is the signal for you to do more exercise, all right, and take exercise more seriously, or change the way you sit, change the thing you're doing right now. I cannot just sit and scroll TikTok. I have to lay down and scroll TikTok. I have to lay, whether on my back or belly. Usually belly is more challenging. This be challenging, but it's absolutely called for. My body calls for it. You have to respond to every single pain. Because again, I've just explained in that video that your body is full of timers, is full of signals basically trying to tell you, trying to lean you towards a different decision so you don't hurt so much. Your body can only send you so many notifications. But if you don't have the principles to turn on, that's everything that your body's telling you is important. If you turn that down, I'm sorry, bro. You missed something very important. You just missed the principle. You just tossed it away. It's so easy. It's just like listen to your body. Your body is full of signals. Pain is the most obvious signal of all, right? Discomfort is kind of up there as well. There's also like unsure type of signals, and obviously there's like overwhelming signals where like your body is completely paralyzed, state of shock, fear, you name it. It still belongs to the body. And in order to truly master the perfect timing, you also have to pick up the principle that most people just leave behind and be able to listen to your body just a little bit more, tune in just a little bit more. While in most cases, at least half of the time, none of the other things matter. Whether people care about you doesn't matter. Because you have to take care of yourself, and sometimes it's literally the opposite effect. Like, if people don't care about you, they're the losers. They're the ones losing opportunities, not you. You're not losing anything. As I've said, like, loneliness can only be beaten with self-improvement, because if you're improving, the moment you reunite with your friends might just be losers, not worth hanging out with anyways, and will justify all the time you spend self-improving, because it's not worth. It was never worth hanging out with your friends, potentially. They were just dragging you down, potentially, right? So if you break up with your friends, you have to take it as a sign as well, as this like hidden principle that people miss of like breakups are pretty good. And when you have deserved alone time, that is special time you have to either rest or self-improve. You decide what to do with the free time. But the funny thing is, you deserve it. Most of the free time you generate with breakups and by just being ahead or even being behind, being traumatized by something. Because people want to leave you behind sometimes. That's also a breakup. And it's like, go. Do your thing. You're useless. You know, you don't want to help me. You break up. You get free time. Very likely, these motherfuckers, they're just going all the way backwards. And they will have to come back anyways. Okay, let's visualize, right? You break up. It can be anyone about anything. Breakup is just discomfort that you decided to not deal with because the other side is pretty much deciding the same thing. Right? There's no material for you to work on. Now, if you're to blame, we're not talking about Bruno, okay? We're not talking about people who are worse than me. All right? You figure your shit out. If you feel like you're to blame, there's still material, isn't it? There's still memories being triggered that you have to lay to rest or out-improve, basically. But it can go anyway. Like, people think they're going forward, they're going backwards. People can't keep up, basically, because they're not putting enough effort. And you're just passing through whatever the case may be. You get free time and alone time and leadership time, basically, to decide where your life is going exactly. Because when you're in front, you have to make all the turns without any, indications of you turning left, you turning right. You have to make all the moves yourself now. That's the only thing. So maybe someone is going to catch up with you, but you have been alone this whole time. You have been a leader this whole time. I can't wait for someone to catch up. It doesn't seem to be happening right now. Every concept of friendship and romance, everything just fell apart. It just had such a lack of resources to manifest. It hurts my brain to think about it. So the only answers I could have fucking picked up is like, okay, women don't exist, and all my friends are losers. That explains everything, and we move on. That is the hidden principle idea. Hidden principle is the thing that explains your problem. There has to be something that explains your problem so you can adopt it. Yeah, calling your friends losers is a principle. Potentially, right? Because you have to apply it now. Of like, is my friend a loser? Yep. That's why we broke up? Yep. Do I have free time now for myself to just lead the pack? Kind of. And the final question is, can I do it efficiently? Am I doing it properly? Do I feel like a leader? Yep. In the end, somehow you might not get views. Because no one fucking cares, because they can't. They're not high enough level, right, to even comprehend the concepts I'm laying down. There's no search term for it. They're not gonna find it unless they really pull out the fucking metal detectors. How many people outside are just walking around with metal detectors? How many people are searching for something? Nobody's doing that. They want it to be served to them personally. That's fucking lazy. But the fact is, there are some people searching with metal detectors. There are some people doing some stuff. It's just like, every 10 views, I imagine, should translate to 1 comment. Right? And 10 comments should translate into good conversation. But right now, the ratios are fucking ass. The more attention I get, the worse it gets. Because when I receive hatred, that means the conversation or the comment is negative. I receive -1 comment. When I have to ban a person, I receive -1 subscriber. An invisible -1 subscriber that actually exists. A pack of subscribers that actually block my progress or my existence. Even I basically don't exist on YouTube, guys. I had to ban more people than I have received in subscribers. You're not subscribing hard enough, guys. But you're very capable of hating. Very capable of fueling all those billionaires. Because they are fueled by hatred. Alright? They're fueled by you getting rage baited into not controlling yourself. Most of the stuff is fueled by this stuff. And people just allow it to happen to them. You know, even though I'm innocent, I'm not even trying to do that. You just still fucking splash on my window, you know, on my windshields. It's crazy seeing people like this. They have all their principles missing, never to be found. So what the fuck is going on, and when is it gonna change? Can I not exist? What? Why? Why people choose to do that? Because they don't exist at the same time. They can block my existence, but they have to also not exist themselves. Giving into hatreds that has no actual explanation, that does not, like, translate into a conversation. If you hate me, waste my time, right? You would try. The best thing you can do is waste my time. If you hate me. If you hate Trump, you will waste time of Trump supporters. Just waste their time. Just scam the shit out of them, basically. If you truly hate someone, you don't just say it out loud. Don't just fucking foam out of your mouth. You're just slowly turning into a demon, basically. Waste their time. At least pick up a principle, even though it's gonna make you evil, regardless, whether you're a hateful person or you actually tactically hateful person. pick up a principle and just be better. You know? Just be better. Technically, with a broken heart, I would say even like just be a better assassin. Then you won't have to deal with Trump anymore. With a broken heart, I have to say that. But like, if you just be better, a lot of problems go away, technically. But just don't be more evil. You have to adopt tactics. You can kill things without bullets and by actually surviving the assault. All you have to do is adopt the principle that killing means more things than just your target dying. Killing means that you are disconnecting from all the things you hate and you move towards things that you actually appreciate. You know? So I don't see people gravitating towards things that they could appreciate. They're just waiting for that fucking predatory moment when they can jump on me because they feel like I have targeted big enough rich piece of shit person. So now I'm weak. You know, now I'm potentially scared that that rich piece of shit person is gonna actually give a fuck. And it's like, it's no all the way. I just like expose that Americans are absolute fucking zombies and they're just waiting for the fucking moment when they don't have to be nice anymore. When their tit for tat principle is broken. But if you sitting on one principle and you're just waiting until you can be evil, basically, because you have no other principles, like, you have no life. This is a no-life state. If you're just sitting on one principle, you're waiting for one thing to happen so you can react to that one thing. It's like, it's the most disgusting thing I've heard today. It's like, oh, my greatest priority is anti-racism. Like, what the fuck? That's your priority? How did you get elected, bro? Get the fuck out of here. If that's your priority, I don't think we have job for you, unfortunately. So one principle that can potentially save your ass is, all right, if it's so easy for fucking degenerate anti-racists to be elected, maybe we do need list of principles, right? Just give me a list of principles and what is the most important thing that you want to change in life, right? Let's make it ambiguous so nobody knows whether I'm supporting left or right. Give me those 3 principles. What do you want to be better in life right now? What do you want to improve in life? Or maybe there's some evil people that you want the population of them to reduce or their activity to reduce. You know, maybe you don't like something that's happening right now. And this is just gonna expose every single idiot out there. You know, because their list of things they want to happen is just, they're just gonna fucking write their own script, write their own NPC script. Whatever kind of NPC they are, they will expose themselves even if they haven't already, because usually it doesn't take that much time. If they're willing to have a conversation, they will expose themselves anyways. But this is just a very nice shortcut. Give me 3 principles, 3 things that have to change in the world for you to be happier or whatever, right? So you can call out happiness. NPCs love happiness, guys. I love it. Like, I can't just call people NPCs because I'm improved by trauma itself. I don't think I've self-improved. I didn't have a time. I was just, like, bouncing around from just bullshit things happening in my life. I never could have done anything besides programming, right? That's the only thing I was kind of improving, but it's not being acknowledged, so I don't know. Am I improving? Am I doing anything? It's not being acknowledged, but I'm starting to think that people will be forced to face my programming skills in a way they never thought about it before. So, it is technically fake, but I'm a survivor. I am a survivor of trauma, and I still can talk about it, basically. I'm a survivor, and just because nobody wants to listen, it just adds to the trauma, right? Of like, okay, I guess I have to survive that one too. Alright, let's keep going. I'm just saying I don't actually have much to do with self-improvement. But when you look at NPCs, you realize that all you have to do is not do bad things most of the time. Not do stupid things. And it's like, wow, was it that easy this whole time? I thought this was like survival thing. If I don't do smart things, I will not survive. But it's actually a lot more tricky, isn't it? Surviving is self-improvement because I had to find the exit out of miserable situation. How do I survive my neighbors, right? I had to pick up tools, I had to put up headphones, and survival is just a little bit easier, and I have to appreciate every single day that is less toxic than the other days in comparison. You know, I appreciate, I send Jesus or whoever greater power. Actually, I'm Jesus, so I would be sending myself. So, but we'll talk about it later, guys. I'll claim to be Jesus. Fuck it, right? Let's see what happens. But that's the funny thing. That's why I say it's missing principle, because someone could just say I'm Jesus. Yeah, someone could just be crazy. Sometimes unleashing crazy is the interesting thing to do. Is the entertaining thing to do. Why would you not take the entertaining thing? Let's take that one, right? Unleash crazy. It's not harming anyone. It's an interesting conversation that an NPC would ruin anyways. So if you see something getting ruined, it's potential crazy time now. Perfect timing for going crazy. That's why NPCs love drinking. Is the only thing they know how to do very well. They know when to go crazy. They can go crazy anytime because they're fucking stupid. They ruin everything. So, might as well just go crazy. When they go crazy, they kind of actually, by accident, generates like a party is something tangible. You can use the NPC party to do something, to interact with them in a different light, basically, where they're not restraining themselves and saying no to everything. So there's actually a version of NPC that is not NPC, you know, a crazy person. It's something else. Fucking party animal. And it's no longer human, maybe. I don't know, man. Playable character or playing character, so it's not non-playable. That's better, right? NPCs still have that one principle that sets them free. It's crazy. I have to run this through, guys. Alright, what's the latest party song? You don't have any. NPCs are just completely fucking mute right now. Fucking garbage, man. You don't have a party song. That's your party song? Nah. You can't have that one. That one's... If we ever meet again, everybody. Some fucking old shit. That's your party, so get the fuck out of here, dude. Glad you came. You know, that one sounds fine, I guess. Well, I don't like the came, actually. It means too many things. Well, fuck it. Miley deserves this one. I think Miley's also like the NPC queen, basically. Just party animal. But she has the power of creating a party whenever she feels like. She looks like a fucking degenerate now, though. Oh yeah, she said crazy. People are partying a little bit less, and potentially it makes them a lot more crazy. It's one of those like missing principles. If NPCs stop partying and then they turn into something else. They have something missing all of a sudden. They don't get the vibes. Even like other NPCs who are not as big of like brainwashed creatures, they can still get benefit from this. Even like if they want to criticize the whole thing, fuck it, you still get benefit. Yes, I would criticize if a party is too close to the rest of society, because now it is bothering people. Like, for real this time. The real bothering people is noise. It's so unfair. Like, some of these comments are so unfair. Because they're missing principles. They don't understand. They have never suffered anything real. You know, they just craft a reactive world right now, and it rewards them too. It rewards them immediately, even though they haven't said anything smart. It's just like, yep, that's how I feel. It don't feel like a party, isn't it? See, a party is technically a positive experience for as many people as possible. It's the most welcoming, open thing. And unfortunately, party just bleeded out and became anti-racism. Of like, oh, party, let's bring in more migrants into our country because party. Where is party though? No, it's just some people dying. Sounds good to me. Have you heard about this Charlie Kirk guy dying? That was kind of cool. That's kind of good party, isn't it? What? It's like, bro, you crazy in a very bad way. You're out of control type of person. So party is translating right now into just very, very bad things. We're suffering through apocalypse. We're suffering through the biggest change of capitalism is falling apart. But at the same time, while things are falling apart, people are losing their principles. People are losing things that keep them in check. It reminds me of one party in particular, after school party. I just had one party experience, technically. And I was stuck in a corner with my stomach eating me alive, basically. And that was the party experience, okay? And the rest of the, 2 days, I felt I did guilty things, stupid things. Everything was just tearing me apart. The party was just torture for me. Alright, so people going crazy. And I'm not here to, criticize it. You know, I just couldn't fucking handle it. There was nothing valuable for me. Besides making memories and making it unforgettable. It's almost like, yeah, it was what it was. That's just how it is. I'll take it, you know? I'll take the fucking negative experience. But I consented because I have to go. I have to do things, right? It's free. I can do it. No one's gonna fucking bother me necessarily, right? I also had my friend by my side. Everything was fucking in check. However, that friend wanted me to drink because, I wasn't crazy enough? I don't know. It's just his principle fucking shines. NPCs want you to drink, want you to loosen up. But none of that actually is a good idea whatsoever. You're not gonna loosen me. I can go crazy easily. For me, going crazy is fucking easy. I'm different. I'm better. I'm built different. I have more skills. Going crazy is just one of the skills available to me. No one asks you to do that specifically. Everyone asks you to fucking go smoke something and drink something. It's the dumbest thing, bro. It is not correct. Alright? Basically, the biggest NPC mistake, the biggest missing principle that they have, that potentially would just improve them in general if they adopted it, is that some people are just built different, they're just better. Even if they're more traumatized and more scared of things, they're probably better than you. Because they will have to live with their fears. They will have to live with the threat of that if they don't improve themselves, they're going to be stuck, in a traumatic experience. There's not enough faith going on. No one's going to save you. Unless you truly believe in Jesus and Jesus fucking brainwashes you into just retaining your NPC privilege. NPC privilege is a shitty life, basically. But you still have one. You're still okay with it. That's what it is, right? Self-improvement matrix, if you put it on a side, is stinky down here. And you want to constantly get away from the stinky shit. You want to keep climbing the ladder. And there's not even enough time to look back and realize that half of the population is just sunk in the shit. They think they did something, but you can't observe and, you know, confirm any of these things. They're not talking to you. They're not confirming these things themselves. You don't know if they're happy. Just like it's crazy. It drives me crazy already. I'm already crazy. I don't need the parties. Alright? And I recognize that I have missing principles. But I also recognize that other people are not a good source of principles at all. That it's very difficult to learn from other people and their mistakes. So unfortunately, you will adopt more principles reaching for something than looking back at you and see how other people are struggling. Because that's just part of being a bully, right? So you look back and it's like, I'm better, I'm built better. Bullies are the ones who got traumatized and in childhood, and they're just stronger, better in school environments. But they choose to bully others. They choose to stop improving themselves because they already have surpassed the NPCs, so they're going to be predatory towards every NPC out there. Just because they're better. They want to insert their dominance. Even if it's kind of minor and very fragile. Built on the idea that school will exist for a long time. And that people are semi-trapped in school. So yeah, there's technically two choices, right? You can look back into what everyone else is doing and try to adopt their mistakes and fix their mistakes, which you were not a part of that. Or you can try and reach for something and fail in a natural way of like, I can't do this thing, but I feel like it's possible. I feel like it's achievable. And the drive towards this final goal is what's going to motivate you for real to patch yourself up, to release your own next version. And maybe your next version that comes out is going to stun the shit out of you. There's a very exact vibe for this. It's going Super Saiyan. Maybe the next version that you tap into is going to completely change the game. There's the most craziest thing. Alright? I'm actually wondering right now how it's going to connect. Skibidi evolved into Deadmau5, and Deadmau5 might actually evolved into I Am Jesus drama. Alright? And again, it gives that people this amazing feeling of like, oh shit, I'm getting dominated, what the fuck do I do? How do I peel off the Jesus out of him? And it's, I will run. I will run, I will claim to be Jesus and I will run the fuck away. Because I ain't giving it to anyone. I know that if an individual is very cunning and very upset about something, they will figure out some kind of tactic that I might not be able to defeat, right? But I also know that their first move is going to be weak enough so I can run away from this shit. The reason why I want to talk about this, like, connection, because I think that's what it is. What drama? What drama? Come on, drama. Head shop drama. Oh, but this Deadmau5, that's way better. We had Hytale evolve into... No, it's just Hytale, right? No, K-pop drama. K-pop can evolve into I Am Jesus, though. Can evolve into Head Shop. Okay. Makes sense. Alright. I like connecting things. Connecting things makes me feel that it's improving, it's going somewhere. So even when I run a drama on my channel, and I try to extract as much dramatic moments as possible, we're like interacting with something and things get really ugly. That's what drama is. You interact with internet personalities, and it doesn't go parasocial relationship. There's no ghosts. It's a real deal. If you receive content and that content sucks. So, you actually don't have to look back when you're in a self-improvement journey. You can leave people behind without any worries. Here's the missing piece. When I was watching YouTube videos, I'm not here to hunt down mistakes. If people make mistakes, then I will leave them behind. I don't want to watch their videos anymore. But sometimes you don't know if a mistake is going to happen. Sometimes people surprise you how bad they are. One of the most obvious surprises that coming from Deadmau5 drama is when people say, go to the professional, seek therapy or whatever. This is the dumbest thing you can possibly say. This is when it's pretty obvious you run out of your own expertise and you're treading into a different territory of things you don't understand whatsoever. And you hope that there's a professional out there that's going to come down from the heavens, basically, to heal some random NPC. I'm sorry, bro, that does not exist. This is the Jesus moment. I say this is the Jesus moment. This is a perfect evolution. Because people think there's a savior to every problem that they have. Their tooth hurts, there's a professional to fix their tooth. Their head hurts, there's a professional to fix their head, basically. Their education hurts, there's a professional that will inject more education straight into their bodies, bro. They will always find a language expert, they will always find a dog walking expert, a painting expert, electrician expert. But have you ever found yourself to be skilled in any fucking capacity besides making yap videos? Oh, you call them essays as well. That doesn't change anything. Professionals don't exist because they're already busy. That's how it is. They're already busy fixing someone else's tooth. And they're gonna do a bad job at it, and they will fix that same tooth fucking 10 times in their career, and then start fixing tooth around that tooth because, oops, they're not so professional as they thought they would be. Professional is just as magical world as Jesus. There's no fucking perfection behind it. It's just a person who knows what they're doing. They can do it, right? But leave them to it. Why seek them out? Let them do things. If they're professional, I love to say this. If they're professional, they will find the injured people, the people who needs help. They will find those people, and usually those people are laying down in the streets. They're homeless. Professionals scoop them up and help them out. That's what professionals really are doing. They will find you if you're homeless. Professional will take care of you. Until you're homeless, you don't need therapy. Just do whatever the fuck you're doing, right? A professional is going to scoop you up when you do crime, when you have to go to the hospital. Professional will always find you when you really need it. You will not need it most of the time, though. Professional will fucking put out the fires as well. Those are the real professionals that you can call and they will fucking respond immediately. And sometimes, yes, electrician, plumber, if you have actual problem happening, someone is gonna fucking take care of it. But when it's therapy, when people talk about therapy as therapy requires professionals, I don't think they understand what they're talking about. This shit doesn't exist. This is the most ethereal, stupidest thing of all time. To where, like, the greatest advice was, in fact, therapy is needed for abusers, not their victims. Alright? We have to catch the criminals. That's the fucking point. Professionals supposed to tackle the criminals and not the victims. Victims don't need anything. They just need freedom to escape trauma. That's it. You gotta love it how trauma itself can be traumatizing. Because trauma makes you improve yourself, but if you don't see like-minded people, you have to continue improving yourself until it can at least force some kind of brighter reality around you. Some forced it's still kind of an interesting story. Even though I've tried to tell it 3 times already. I first leave school, I then leave UK. It's a whole UK experience in here. And now I'm just like staying at home and kind of dormant. If I'm not able to dominate anyone, is perfect time to just feel more trauma. To accidentally trigger trauma for myself. And there has been plenty of that. Alright? In this pool. Until the final evolution happens. I escape UK and I immediately get dunked into my mom's problems. My mom has brewed another set of trauma, basically, that I was not ready for. Wait, what? Who are you, bro?
Simon
Okay, I'm watching sometimes number 5 videos, but what you have to understand, what's interesting about it, is maths is often fucking useless. I would call this principle flexing, where you have principles and they work in a fucking vacuum. You can't apply it to anything, but it's just like a fun little puzzle where principles work. It's kind of proof that principles tend to work when they are correct, when they're logical, but unfortunately mathematicians can lose their fucking brains. Like, mathematicians are possibly the most useless human beings. Their egos are kind of attached to a whole different dimension of usefulness. They can help with engineering, though. They can help with the most useful things. But when they start yapping about their thing, like, you want them to just finish the thing and just, like, let's move on, okay? You flex your principles, and let's move
is
on.
going to this
I can consume one of these videos a week. Anything more than that is scientific. Basically impossible to
value about.
consume.
So this n, I'm proposing.
And even then, it's kind of fucking boring. It's just like number go up when the problem go up as well. I can't even finish this thing. Oh, this is probably like the best one.
I'd say I 80% love it.
This is where the principles really lie in finding the correct companionship, which is technology. And then NPCs also missing one principle when they're not partying and inviting people to party. Sharing is caring. You know, you share information about technology, you share information about food. This is like the most essential stuff. And if you're lonely and you're not partying, you have to fucking still keep up. You still have to fill up the bag of knowledge of what foods are good. Now, you're not gonna travel alone. This is not recommended, but you can definitely still inspect technology and foods, I think. Just in case you were one day invited to a party, you have something to share. Instead of being racist, because that's my second option, obviously. Anyways, to me, YouTube experience is backwards. This is not social media. It's pretty antisocial if you think about it. It's pretty socially retarded if you think about it. People think there's actually another step, basically, before they comment. And it's, like and dislike. That's an important step for these people, even though dislike has been literally fucking taken away from them. They still actually collectively want to bring it back. It doesn't fucking matter to them. And it's like, but this doesn't matter. You don't even know how to use this thing. Especially when you're doing it maliciously as well. Which kind of brings it down to like, people don't even know how to watch videos. They don't know like how to like and dislike videos. They don't know how to comment. They do not know how to make a conversation by all means. They literally socially retarded to the fucking core. And it's fucking obvious when they try to make their own YouTube rewinds. They just show their social retardation in full display. Full 4K display. Despite us having technological fucking achievements beyond our wildest dreams, At the same time, there's a fucking flood of retards who don't know how to fucking behave in society whatsoever. So, that's a lot of missing principles, isn't it? Like, I am so pissed by everything other people are doing. Mostly to me. Ouch. And there's this greatest discrepancy as well. When the existence of rich people pleasing, of skibbity pleasing, I've seen this face is established. And I shall worship this face. The craziest thing is nobody's even talking about it. We will not make progress if nobody's gonna talk about it. Besides one person fucking came out. No, not pirate software. This guy right there. He got haters. But he got just the tip of the iceberg of human retardation. And technically on TikTok, it's the same thing. Of like, people understand that something is wrong, that other people just want to win an argument or something, and it's just like the most dumbest thing. The most antisocial thing. It's like yelling and screaming and just declaring that the reality is that you're just wrong, you know, that something else is true. And it's like, you can have your truth, but don't be rude, you know, don't be an asshole, don't flood with hatred. This is why this step doesn't even matter. Like, okay, you just want to win now. And you feel like you have a fucking opportunity because I'm not rich and famous yet. You know, so you feel like you can win against me. That's so fucking awesome. But the funny thing is, that's not how it works. You have to make me a winner in order to win my attention. Right? If you want to be a winner on social media, I have to win first. Because I'm a fucking content creator. You know? I have to win first. Then I can shower you with fame and attention. Just because you are a nice person. Right? People actually still socially retarded. So they flood the rich people comment section with nice things. And it's like, that's what's gonna get me to win. And they lose every time. They lose every time because that's just too late. Alright? It's almost like people do the same thing one step too late. I will become rich and famous, and now they will praise me, right? And it's like, you are just fucking late now, dude. You should have been doing that last time. And so they're gonna be one step too late. They're gonna be praising too many fucking things. While maybe I deserve like criticism or something. Right? I will not feel the praise anymore because I've seen the dark side of the NPCs. I've seen just the brokenness and lack of principles. It will mean absolutely nothing when people say compliments. And again, I feel that this is inevitable. I have put so much effort. I have broken so many things already. In reality. Like, it's actually quite inevitable. I just don't know what is the breaking point. By the way, what's my reputation? 2.8. So that's an interesting number. 500 is my reputation. It's pretty average right now. 500, but damn. You need a lot. A lot of views to squeeze a subscriber. Because while we established winners, there's actually a lot of losers right now. In fact, YouTube potentially have evolved from winners into losers, while TikTok is still kind of on the winning side. Everyone can win, basically, right, on TikTok. It feels like there's not a lot of hatred. It's on YouTube that hatred is, like, really prevalent. But on TikTok, I never went viral, so I don't really know, and Technically, it is pretty fucking brutal in there. But not only this is winner media, this is also loser media, because most people don't get it. Like, I actually have collected, like, people try to make rewinds, right? I can genuinely see... Wait, that's a lot of views. Yeah, it's also loser media because you don't get material. You don't get the good shit. You don't actually receive any uploads. Bro, this is my source of media sometimes. I just have to click on one of these, and it's like... It is as serious as the thumbnail suggests. Tucker is one of those, like, very fucking serious people. And it's like, that's the best content right now on YouTube. It shouldn't ever be the best content. It should always be... Technically, Mr. Who's the Boss, that is technically, and ironically, technically, the best content on YouTube. There's nowhere else to go. I will always promote this in YouTube Rewind as well, as the pivot points. But if we're talking about content, I'm just sucked into politics, apparently. It sounds like common sense to me. It sounds like just cool stuff. Because I want to relate to, like, someone who is not socially retarded, right? Like, if the whole fucking platform is retarded, I'd still have to, like, at least entertain myself with existence of something. Just like women don't exist, I have to entertain myself. Fucking porn, guys. More porn. More sexy shit. Just so I can comprehend that, yes, women existence maybe is somewhere you can craft it at some point in your life. But, damn. You always get these, like, shocking moments of, like, is this it? That's all I get? Everyone else just stopped uploading. Eventually, even, like, YouTube creators are just losers because they can't upload content. Right? Even Mr. Beast is a fucking loser. He shows up once a week and his content is always the same exact bullshit, basically. Take my money. Do this challenge, take my money. And it's like, at some point, it's just fucking brain rot, because it's the same thing over and over again. So, Mr. Beast, and he fucking even has to mention of, like, some people think I'm still a loser, and it's like, yup, that's exactly how we feel. You're still a fucking loser. It's actually worth making a video of, like, how similar are Mr. Beast videos in general. Right? How much is it new and how much it's just regurgitated? But at the same time, I do the, like, brain rot calculation, where sometimes Mr. Beast does get away with this stuff, but it's so soulless, it's so painful when it doesn't work out, when something goes wrong. And I just love the fact that that Mr. Beast will never work with YouTubers ever again. He got into such fucking hot waters, and he probably adopted, or he lost a principle where, like, I have to deal with YouTubers. Dealing with YouTubers is just a normal thing to do. But every single time he deals with YouTubers, it turns into a controversy, guys. Every single time without a fucking break. Alright? He deals with YouTubers in any way, it's a controversy immediately. Unless he deals with fucking degenerates. Then it's fine. Alright? They're just degenerates. They can't possibly create drama. They don't give a fuck about Mr. Beast. They only want to, like, annoy him personally, which is, like, completely useless in terms of drama, right? In fact, for some reason, Mr. Beast loves being annoyed because he sets the rules. He gets to control them. So what is the takeaway? Because I have so much frustration. And fundamentally, NPC wants to go towards happiness. No matter how shitty of a person you are, you can still dive towards happiness and not linger on like negativity. However, some of the negativity has to be acknowledged. Like, I technically had a friend who just feeds me NPC principles almost. And it's like, no, dude, you're just behind. You're just completely clueless who I am as a person. I learn about negativity, I learn about other people's mistakes. But that signals progress. Because people, like, gift their mistakes to me. That's just what it is. While they're implying that I am bad, they're the ones being bad. And it actually turns into a positive experience eventually when you realize that they do the same thing, and it's turning into just a dumb, repetitive nonsense and a retardation. Because they can't do anything different. They want to win. They want to make you feel bad. They want to fucking toy with you. Not everything, you can't just use internet as a toy and in its entirety. It's unbelievable. Where is education? What are people learning nowadays? Right? Are you learning fucking how to put numbers together? How to solve puzzles that you will never use? You're learning maths? Like, what are you doing, guys? Because in the end, there are winners and losers of, like, which content do you choose to watch? Can you comprehend when something is useful and not useful? Because you have to put that filter in place. Like, even the existence of brain rot is the scariest thing of all time. Brain rot exists and is uncontested. It is not censored. You may encounter it every now and then. And when I have to watch YouTube Rewind entries, half of them are brain rot, if not worse. Alright? And it wins. Brain rot still wins the fucking feature. Now, hopefully I will win eventually, right? Hopefully I get people to fucking think differently for one moment about Rewind. That Rewind does not deserve to be brain rot, specifically, right? It has to be something bigger than that. And I think content creators would appreciate what I'm doing, but they also have to acknowledge how insane what's going on, how people are missing principles, and it's the best opportunity to virtue signal, basically. To remind people to be nicer, to remind people to be more vocal, that everything matters, right? You can ruin everything if you want, or you can use it for its intended purpose. And that's the difference. People don't know how to use what they have. Like, they have money and they don't know how to use that. Like, everything matters. Everything revolves around knowledge. If you don't build knowledge, you will live behind everyone else who have learned how to use stuff. Anyways, this was a session of I'm hated yet again. I feel hated. I feel fucking abandoned. I feel useless in other people's hands. I don't feel useless to me, but whenever I jump into other people's hands, I become useless. Alright? And that just hurts. So consider this like the lost principles. The very, like, scary void monster that lives all of a sudden have been manifested. Because, like, technically, there's a lot of young people who don't know what the fuck they're doing and they're ruling the world, and they don't even know that they are ruling the world. That there's a lot of young people basically deciding trends, brain rots, you name it. But they will still have to grow up at some point and take real responsibilities. like actually real ones, the most useful ones, the most accessible ones, they'll still have to wake up to their own nightmare that they're building. See, technically there's a lot of NPCs in the world, but there were so many NPCs that some people got traumatized into self-improvement potentially way faster than usual. Because we are all brothers and sisters, we have to take care of each other, and some of us, you know, actually take the responsibility. Some of us get bullied, or just born in poverty, or whatever. And after we become the big brother and sister, we get bullied even more. It just never ends because there's fucking naggy little children running around, ruining everything. This is technically a domination episode. It's not really self-improvement. But if you tap into this void and you understand that people are missing principles, that people are just strong most of the time, there is some important stuff you can learn from domination, because one of the easiest things to understand for me is that, like, most of the people are wrong. There's not a lot of professionals in actuality that will land on top of you and just give you whatever you need. You have to do a lot of things yourself. Unfortunately, if you truly are a responsible person, if you understand simply how the world doesn't work, you'll be much better off. I'll just dump a definition of professional, and we're gonna move on. Professional simply means that they know, like, 3 other skills, and they know how to present themselves, basically, which is useless. And they have 3 skills that they apply to a person. We don't vet whether these skills are actually working, if they're helpful to other people, or are you just destroying things and people just accept it as, you know, that's how it works. Like, potentially therapy just destroys a human being. It potentially shuts up victims most of the time. I'm like, shut up, loser. That's therapy. But it's, you know, sugar-coated to the point where it's like, just shut up, loser. It sounds very nice. It sounds very affectionate. Just shut up, loser. Shut up, loser. So, potentially, half of the professional work is to sugarcoat something that doesn't work. It's half and a half of broken things. Thank you guys for watching. It's fucking scary, guys. It's scary. Like, the reality is just not what it seems. And in order to actually learn and self-improve, you have to peel off the sugar-coated part of it. And learn of, like, how many things are actually missing, how much contribution you can actually do. You have to feel that fucking vibe. You have to vibe with me, because I'm a definitely responsible person. And I will continue growing because there's just too many things missing. I will find more ways to grow. Just with my heart. See you guys next time.